Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Dustin. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, I want to say thanks for clicking on the video. And today's topic is gas mileage in my 2014 High Country that we've got out here. And it's looking like we might get a little bit of rain, so hopefully that doesn't kill the audio as well as the sound here in the empty garage. Been doing a little work in it today. As you can see behind me, we've got it all cleared out, and I've been doing a little testing with this pressure washer that I bought with my own money. Wasn't sponsored or anything, but I've been in the market for a very good quality electric pressure washer, and you can see behind here what I landed on was this AR Blue Clean. This is the AR383SS, and like I say, bought this with my own money on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to check it out. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a top-notch electric pressure washer for the money, and that's something that I've learned in my short amount of time here on Earth. Is it may cost a little more, but buy quality, guys, because I bought a cheap one, and I'll just say it from Walmart. I bought a cheap one. It lasted for about 4 goes before the hose busted, and amongst other things that just stopped working, especially like wanting to leak here. But this thing has been awesome, and there will be a review coming on it. And like I say, as you can see, I pretty well pressure washed out my garage, got everything nice and cleaned up except for everything that's going on over here. You guys will just ignore that. That's kind of my detailing stuff, my tools. You can see my Milwaukee bag, and of course my sad Coke addiction there. But anyways, that's not what the video is about. That is about the 2014 High Country with all the modifications done to it. What kind of gas mileage am I getting? So behind me we've got the 2014 Silverado. As you can see, it's not stock. There's a few modifications done to it, but let's go over the main details first of all. So this one here is of course 4-wheel drive, pretty obvious hopefully, but it's 4-wheel drive, and it came with the 5.3 liter with the 6-speed automatic transmission in it. Pretty standard for this year. They came with the 4.3s, the 5.3, and the 6.2s in the 2014, and I opted for the 5.3 on this guy here. So as this guy is equipped here, he is good for 16 miles to the gallon in the city and 22 miles to the gallon on the highway, coming in at a combined 18 miles per gallon. Of course, I'm probably not going to get that with the few modifications that I've got here. To give you guys an idea of what I've done, let's take a look at the truck. So I don't know how well you can tell on camera or not, but it is lifted. This truck does have a 3.5-inch rough country lift kit on it, so you could accommodate some bigger wheels and tires. Actually, this being the High Country came with 20-inch wheels from the factory, but you can see these aren't the factory wheels on here. They're still 20s, and as you can see whenever we get up close here, we've got some hybrids between an all-terrain and a mud-terrain tire on here. They are 285, 55, 20, so of course that's I think a little bit bigger than factory on this guy. And speaking of which, guys, leave some comments down below whenever it's time to replace these tires. What do you guys recommend? Right now, I've pretty well got my heart set on either the Toyo Open Country MTs or the RTs. I've been really liking the RTs, and it seems like they've been really popular, something new, which are basically the hybrid between the mud terrain and the all-terrain for Toyo. Toyo, I think, is a great company. Hancooks also make really good ones. I think they probably make the best all-terrain, but Toyo, I think they dominate the mud terrain market. However, this is just the wheel and tire setup that came with this truck, and I just haven't done anything with it. So we've talked about the lift, we've talked about the tires on here. What I've also done is remove the front valence here. It's in fact, I need to take these pins out. I didn't realize they were still sticking down there. But since I've removed that, that is actually on there for fuel economy. I just like the look of it better with it off. You get a little more ground clearance in the front, don't have to worry about tearing it up. So, what kind of mileage do I get with this pickup? Well, let's hop inside and take a real-world look at what we're talking about here. Alright, so on this screen here you can see for the last 50 miles what we've gotten on average is 17.3 miles to the gallon with a best of 19.5. Now I did just take this truck out of town for a service at my closest dealership. There were some open recalls, so that was mostly highway mileage that I was driving. Let's get a more realistic number of what we're looking at here. So I'm going to go up to where, there we go, Trip A. So I have never touched Trip A since owning this truck. I've drove this truck for 7,100 miles, and as you can see, my average fuel economy for me driving this truck has been 16.7 miles to the gallon. So when we're talking about that 16.7 miles to the gallon, that's including highway and including city driving, which I do a fair amount of both. So realistically, with my mild lift here, the wheels and tires set up and no front valence, I'm looking at 1.3 lower than what the EPA rates it at, which isn't all terrible considering that I've got the lift kit that I like on there, wheels and tires that I like on there, and then no front valence. Now, of course, guys, keep in mind this is kind of subjective too. There's a lot of things that affect your gas mileage. Do you keep up with your maintenance? That's going to affect your gas mileage. What kind of tires are you running? If you're running these mud terrains or these hybrids here, they are going to eat into your fuel economy. There's just no way around it, especially the bigger you get, the heavier you get, and that includes your wheel and tire setup. It's just naturally going to decrease your fuel economy. And once again, the higher that you lift, probably the lower fuel economy you're going to get. I am curious to know, though, if this truck had the 6.2, what kind of fuel mileage it would get. It's pretty darn close. The 5.3 and the 6.2 were pretty close during those years, and I just wonder if maybe the little extra power would have helped the weight. So I would definitely say what you're seeing there, the 16 and 22, depending on city and highway, they're pretty accurate with 18 combined. I would say that is really accurate if your vehicle was stock, and overall I'm pretty happy with mine. So this is just a quick video to show you guys what to expect if you're going to be lifting your truck and doing a similar setup to what I've got here. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you got any questions, leave them down below. I'll be glad to answer you. And I definitely appreciate you checking out the video. If you haven't already, please leave a like on this video and also hit that subscribe button. That way you can get notifications in the future, because we've got a lot of videos on this pickup here that we do. Alright guys, until next time, thanks for watching.